Hey everyone, Daniel here, and it's a very, very cold day here in South Texas. Rainy, fucking 40, 30 degrees. It's Christmas time. It's that time of the year, and all year I say to myself, man, I want it to be cold. I want it to get, nice and snuggy. And then, right when it gets cold, it's like, go back to the hot. I want that hot night. I don't want that cold night because I am freezing myself in here. Even with a jacket, I have gloves on the side and wearing the warm ups and socks on. I mean, literally, I'm still freezing. So I shaved a little. I feel when I have that little hair or whatever you freaking call it, and a little neck beard or whatever it is, and when I shave, and I've noticed this over the past years, when I shave, it matures my face. It matures it, and I don't look dirty. I don't look like the Hispanic that I am. I look like a white guy. I really do, and I feel good about it. I feel when I position myself, I kind of look like a Hispanic Bill Pullman, and I guess that's the look I'm going for. I want to look like Bill Pullman. I always joke about it, but I really am. I think I'm gonna get a Bill Pullman tattoo just because why not? Just to freak people out and be like, "Have you seen Independence Day? It's Bill fucking Pullman." Just for fun. Anyway, what am I gonna talk about? I don't even know what this video is. I just want to talk about a bunch of random shit that's gonna either piss off people or not. That's not my goal. I'm not here to piss off people. It's just that, I'm a quiet guy. I'm a quiet person in real life. I go to work. I work. Been working since January. Hired since January. And I've 2017 is almost over, and I'm kind of thinking about what's going to be happening in 2018. And honestly, I say that, but I haven't even really thought about that. I don't know what's going to happen in 2018, and I really don't care. I don't think like that anymore. After a few months of realization, I live day by day. I don't live, thinking about what's going to happen next week. I just go day by day, paycheck to paycheck. I don't care about what happens next month. Let's get this day done, and tomorrow I'll worry about stuff tomorrow. And I try not to worry. When I worry about stupid stuff. Really, really stupid stuff. Like, hey, I ran out of a pack of cigarettes, and I get really angry. And I get angry really easily for stupid things, for things that I shouldn't get mad over. Really, it's really like, there goes shifting itself over stupid things. I think differently than others in a sense where my mom calls me a liberal, and I'm not political. I don't like. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. It's just a man-made thing. That's all it is. I don't care who runs the country. I really don't. I love America. Most of my family has been in the services. They've served. My dad, he served. But at the end of the day, it's just a man-made thing. America wasn't here the first day the earth was made. You know what I'm saying? It was a man-made thing. It was just something somebody came up with, and they rolled with it. You know what I mean? It's just a man-made thing. You know what I'm saying? Driving, it's a man-made thing. Work is a man-made thing. Why is that even a thing? It's all in the head. And I think recently, I write movies, I write TV shows, I write stories, and I always love constantly writing. That's the thing I've always been good at. I've always passed writing in classes, and it was so random. Excuse me for my TV bumping in and out, but I don't know why, but back in school, from middle school to high school, I shit you not, when we had to write something and we had to talk at our desk and read the story out loud, people would always want to listen to my story. I don't know why. I was the only person out of the whole class people wanted to hear my story. Like when my coach said, "Okay, Daniel, you're up," and everyone's like, "Yeah, okay." I remember that. That was 8th grade. Last year of middle school. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, yeah, people said they were really good stories, and, I say that it happened to me, I'm just talking about it. So, anyway, I've been writing about Manson, and slowly realizing with Manson is that me and him think alike a lot. Me and Charles Manson, we think so much alike. Not in the sense of the murder. You take the murdering part out of it. I don't fucking condone that shit. And I really wish Sharon Tate, and I wish everyone that was affected by that wasn't in that house, and I wish they weren't targeted. Or I just really wish that never happened. The Tate murders and the Babiancas, or whatever the other victims are. Excuse me. Take that out of equation, and just that if they weren't murdered. I'm saying Manson, not the psychopath, but the way he thought about the world, and he lived in his own world, and that. And my whole life I've been living like that. And then I look at all these interviews with Manson and stuff, and I'm like, that's how I am. That's how I am. Like, I live in my own world. And he says, he ends up saying, what does he say in the interview? He ends up saying to this interviewer, he says, well, excuse me for this impersonation, he says, well, what do you guys expect? You spit in my face and you slapping, excuse me for this, okay. He says, what do you think? You people have done enough to me. You spit in my face and slap my mouth. What do you think I'm going to do when I get out of here? What do you, this respect thing is also a man-made thing as well, respect. Just because you're hired, you're supposed to respect that person. What is respect? What is that? What is it? It's just something you learn from generation to generation, but what is it? And don't get me wrong, I have manners. I've always had manners. I've always opened, doors and yes, ma'am, and I've always. I was that student at school where teachers would be like, I wish, to my mom, they'd say, I wish we had more like your son. Always. So, I think there's something about it that, this whole work and the way the world works, why does it work that way? Why? Why don't we change it? And I'm not saying change the rules completely. I'm saying let's make it easier. Why do we have to make it hard? Let's stop making it hard on each other. Let's just make it easy. Let's make it easy. I don't understand why we have to make it hard and hard work and sweating. And no, let's just do something real quick and get paid and boom. Like, honestly, if we make every job like that, it'd be way more easier. And let's make it happen. And as you say, well, how are you going to make it happen? I don't know. I'm not the one that's going to make it happen. But someone out there should. And someone out there will one day. Anyway, the thing with Manson is there's something about him that we think a lot alike. And I'm just kind of like, okay, that's cool. He's an alright, he's not an amazing person or anything like that. And what he did was wrong, yada, yada, yada. Well, he definitely didn't kill them. But I have no doubt Manson's killed somebody before, because the way he talks in interviews and stuff as well. And, he says, I could beat you to death with this book, and I wouldn't feel a thing. it would be like walking to the drugstore. Stuff like that, you know. But the Manson film's going pretty good. It's going pretty good right now. The script, I'm not going to reveal, but spoiler alert, he dies. I'm just saying. Get in the flask. Driving. Yes. A man-made thing that should have never happened. I'm currently learning how to drive. I've been learning for a few years, but I already have my permit. I've had it for a few months, and I just gotta do my driver's test. I still gotta learn how to parallel park, and still, there's this whole driving aspect. And I'm driving on the road, and I'm bored. I'm bored. When I'm driving, I'm like, I don't like it. I'm not scared of it in a sense. I'm more bored. I'm like, how do people do this? This is so fucking boring. You know, I'm not saying everything has to be fun because I have boring days. I'm saying this is just dumb. You know, you're going down a long road and then you could feel like it takes an hour just to get to the end of that road when it takes like 5 minutes. It's a long ass time. And I feel like I go faster on a bike, like a regular bicycle. It's boring. It's stupid, and I think driving is childish. You know, if I had a car, all I need to go to is work. I could order stuff online and have it come to me. Friends usually come to me. And then strip clubs. That's basically all I need. That, work, maybe GameStop, Walmart, and possibly a friend's house. They usually come to me. Or, you know, so how it works. So I don't really need a fucking, like, I don't care if it's a truck, a car, I don't care what it is. As long as it gets me to point A to point B, it's a hunk of metal. If it gets in an accident, I don't care. It's replaceable. It's a stupid car. People are in love with their cars, and they wash them, and they take pictures of them. Oh, look at my car. I'm 16 and I got a car. Good for you. Oh, such a big deal. You have a car. So does that person. So does that person. And so does that person. So does my mom. So does my dad. Who cares? It's a car. It's a hunk of metal that is worthless at the end of your life. I'm just not the guy that I'm not a guy who's into cars, and I play racing games. I'm just not a guy who's into cars. Like, oh, look at that car. It's so beautiful. Just give me a fucking pink Bumblebee car. Not like a Transform, but give me like a fucking Prius. I don't fucking care. Give me something. I don't care. It could be a hunk of fucking shit with shit literally on it, and I'll still drive it around. Anyway, it could be a shaped turd. I'll still fucking drive it around. Anyway, you know, there's this thing, and I'm already forgetting. There's this thing with what I was rehearsing this earlier. What I'm gonna say. I don't even remember. I don't remember. With people, responsibility and all this. I'm the type of guy that is gonna wake up in the morning and he'll have his tequila and vodka right next to him, and I'll drink it. I'll go outside, you know, I feel like by 7 or 8 in the morning, that's too late to get drinking. It either has to be 4 or 5 or 6 in the morning. It needs to be before the sun comes up. You need to start chugging them down, and when the sun comes up, then you can be, that's the type of guy I am. Drink, after work. Drink a few hours before work, maybe even drink possibly during work with a flask. And then, you have your 5-10 cigarettes during the day, because the whole point is life is short and we're all going to die. And I don't think a lot of people realize that during the day when they're working their jobs. You know, I'm a dishwasher, and a lot of people, you know, who waste their time in college, and they just waste their time study. You know, finals week, guys. It's finals week. Finals. It's just wasting their time. I'm wasting my time. Don't get me wrong. I'm wasting my time. But at least I have fun while doing it, you know. I get to see a lot of good looking girls around, so I'm alright. But there's this thing with, you do realize you're going to die. I'm going to die. Your mom or your dad's going to die, whether or not that's already happened. Your pets are going to die. Your kid's going to die. Your neighbors are going to die, and your teachers are going to die. Your priest is going to die. Your pastor's going to die. Your wife, your wife's lover, your mistress, everyone's going to die. It happens. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just being realistic. People die. And oh well. And it's still the same thing when you're having a cig and someone says, "Why do you smoke?" Why don't I? Why wouldn't I smoke? Your whole life, you have to go to college. You have to become somebody. You're already somebody when you're born. Because the truth is, I'll tell you something, even though we're all somebody and, you know, we have identities, we do. Even though you're somebody, you're a nobody. In a sense where, I think back to Linkin Park for some reason, where, you know, who cares if one more light goes out? You know, if they say you're only a moment or you're a blah blah blah. Basically, we're all dust in the wind. No one's gonna remember you. You know what I mean? Unless you're a famous person, then they'll remember you. Possibly. I don't hear people talking about the Three Stooges every day, so people are not remembered usually. Unless you get a documentary like Andy Kaufman did, you know. Or else they'd be forgotten. But people like you and me, for now, we're gonna be forgotten. And that's okay. Who fucking cares? I'm talking about not tomorrow, not today, not next week. I'm talking about like 500 years from now. No one's gonna fucking know you. They're not gonna, hey, what's my great 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 great, you know what I mean? Who's my great 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 grandma? Well, I don't know. Let me go on Ancestry.com and see. Oh, look, she twerked. You know what I mean? Like, who fucking cares? We're nobodies. You know what I mean? In a sense, we're just a moment in time, and that's it. We're nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? And I believe in God. I believe in heaven. I do. I'm a Christian. I mean, I'm not a perfect Christian. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a lesbian. I don't care if you're a trans. I don't care what you are. We could still be friends. I'm not going to talk about religion every single second to you. I don't care if you're I have atheist friends. A lot of atheist friends, and I wish they believed, but whatever. I'm not gonna fucking change your mind or some shit because you are who you are and you believe what you believe. You like what you like. I like the same bands as you. Maybe he likes fucking Three Doors Down. Maybe I don't. I actually do like Three Doors Down. Old Three Doors Down. Indeed. I haven't heard the new stuff. You know what I mean? So there's this thing because my goal is to become a porn director. You know, that's my goal. I want to become a porn director, and I've been wanting to do that for such a long time. You know, I've been watching porn for Longer than I should have. Very, very young age. Before, I'm not gonna reveal. Anyway, very long. I mean, it's been almost 16 years, almost 15 years of watching more. Anyway, I don't know. It's been a long time. Anyway, I'll tell you how I would parent my kids. And I know when, my friend, my friend from middle school and high school, I believe I knew him in middle school, possibly just high school only, but my friend Andrew, he had a kid, like 2 days ago. I saw it on Facebook, and I was just thinking to myself, like, Mike, like, fuck yeah, man, like, you're a father, fucking, that's a big congratulations, like, you achieved, sir, achievement unlocked. That's a big deal, he's a father, and I'm proud of him, and I hope the best for him. And then there's this where if I had, of course I say this about what I would do with my kids, but at the same time, when they're born, everything changes. Even my mind changes. But I could tell you right now, I never want to become the adult. I plan stuff ahead. Even though I said that I go day by day, I'm talking about when I was a kid. When I was in kindergarten and they showed those videos, and I remember when they show those videos when it's like, don't smoke, and they show the video of a guy smoking, and they're like, if you think this is cool, it's not. And I always remember said to myself, I'm gonna smoke when I'm older. Yeah, I'm gonna drink when I'm older. I didn't grow up in a house. My mom didn't smoke, my grandma didn't smoke. My grandma never drank, ever. And my mom drank when she was like 20. She was 30 when she had me. So she never drinks anymore. She never drank when I was a kid. Anyway, the point is, I didn't grow up in a house of smoking and drinking. And I smoke. And I'm going to be drinking a lot. I drink alcohol every chance I get. So, you see, I'm the type of guy who, when I turn 21 in a year, I'm going to post on Facebook and I'm going to say, okay, anybody who wants beer or liquor, all you have to do is give me the money and I'll get it for you. You know what I mean? I'm that type of guy. I'm not going to be, if you're not 21, you can't drink, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell your parents. If you're 13 or 14, I'm just, okay, probably not. I'm not going to buy that for you. But if you're 18, if you're 17 or 18, and if you haven't had a beer or if you haven't had a cigarette, I'm not going to force it on you. I'm just going to say, I'm offering, hey, does anyone want beer or liquor? As long as you have the money for it, I'll buy it for you. This is the type of guy I am. I'm never going to be that adult where, you do your homework and yada, yada, yada. I graduated. I think back, I would have dropped out. I still would have dropped out. But I graduated, whatever. I don't care. It's not like I wake up every day and I'm like, I graduated, guys. Yes. Like, I don't think about school. I don't remember much from school. I don't. I'm not the most intelligent person, but I'm not the most dumb person. Yeah, I say stupid things. I do. And I believe in a lot of things that a lot will think that are stupid because, like I said, I think differently. And I'm not right, but I'm not wrong. You see, I'm just the guy. Again, I never am going to become a full-fledged adult. Yeah, there's responsibilities, and I take care of my responsibilities. Lazy, very lazy, like lazily, if that's a word. I don't think that's a word. I half-ass a lot of things sometimes, but I get it done. And it's still half-assed, but I get it done. And I have help from my mom. But, I'm paying all these bills and I'm buying all this stuff. And I know it's all material. It's not going with me to the afterlife, whether it's heaven or whether it's purgatory, wherever it is. Darkness. It's not going with me. It doesn't matter what I buy, this Xbox, this PlayStation, all the DVDs I bought during Black Friday. Who cares? It's material. It's fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? But I buy it anyway because I like buying stuff. It's just the way I am. But it's bullshit. All of it's just fucking shit. If the DVD I bought, I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it, but I bought it anyway. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, as an adult, I don't want to be considered a man. I'm a guy. I'm just a guy. That's it. I don't want to, this is a man, I have hair on my chest. I don't fucking care. I really don't. I'm not, when I talk to people, I treat them, I listen nicely. I listen to their stories. I hear them, and then I give them as much advice as I can, or I consult them. And I've always been told that I'm the type of guy that is a good listener, in a sense where, because I do tell them, things back, and, they're always like, you're a friend that a friend would like to have. And it means a lot, from friends. And I think the same with me, when I wanna all I'll say about my porn directing that I want to do is I want to work a lot. I think the ad I'm going to put, not telling you the production name, and I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it, not yet. And nothing's finalized technically. I have to get a lawyer and shit. That's going to take a long time, so I'm going to have to go down to a lawyer university and, fucking bump into a lawyer, like a 19-year-old trying to be a lawyer, bump into him. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Can I take you out to coffee? Let me get you some coffee. And then when we're at coffee, I'm going to be like, dude, you're so cool. Blah, 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 blah. Let's exchange phone numbers. Over the months when we're hanging out and we're drinking a beer one day and he's drunk, I'm going to be like, hey man, so I'm, so I'm directing porn. I want to direct porn. And he's going to end up being like, and I'd be like, I need a lawyer. And you're studying to be a lawyer, and you won't get paid, but you will get paid. You'll get to be on set, and you'll get to meet the woman before we begin filming, with clothes on, of course, but you'll get to meet her. Maybe even take a few photos with her and tell your family that that's your girlfriend. I don't know, stuff like that. And it's all planned, and that's kind of planned in the head. I just need to make friends and, fuck around with a lawyer or something. But, hey, future lawyer, if you're watching this. Hi. So I kind of have that planned. I want to work more with 18-year-olds. Girls who turn 18, like, right at 12 o'clock. Boom, let's get you in there and start filming you. I'm also, I think I'm the type of person, really, where I thought about that, where my son or my daughter, I don't care, like, hey, if they want, like, this is going to sound really stupid, because I know it is stupid, but at the same time, I'm not that protective in a sense where I'll protect my family, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to tell my son or my daughter, I'm not going to force them. I'm not going to be like, you need to go to school. You need, no, like, you're going to go to school, yada, 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 you got to force them to do all that shit. But I'm not going to say, you have to be perfect. Get an A+ for me today. You're representing the family. You better be the top student. You're going to go to college. You're going to get a damn scholarship. If you want to do that, then you can. But really, man, have fun, meet new people, and just fuck around, honestly. Be the class clown. My wife would probably, if I have a wife, she'd probably be like, okay, don't clown around. I don't want to get a call from the principal. And I'd be like, dude, come on. You gotta fucking get that blowhorn and fucking prank all the kids. I'd be that type of father. And with my daughter as well, I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to put it down the universe, but like, let's say in a universe that my daughter wants to become a porn star, or she wants to be a stripper, or whatever, fucking something that daddies don't like with their own daughter. You know, that's my baby girl. But if she wants to do that, I can't stop her. I can't. My wife would probably be devastated, but I'd be like, you're making more money than me and your mom combined, so fucking congratulations, you know, get a fist bump and shit like that, like, you know, give me some of that money, I've raised you, give me some of that money, but, and that's a childish mind. I've said this since I was a kid, like a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, and I still have a childish mind where I will die before I become an adult mentally. I don't want that. I don't want to become the thing they hate and despise. Driving a car, being independent. Look at me. Who cares? Who made up that thing? That's a man-made thing. Who made up that? It's stupid. I'm just gonna be me. I like fucking around. I like porn. I like hot girls. I like playing video games. Money is just money. It's just a thing. It's just, who cares? People gotta work 6 to 7 days a week. Full time. It's because they have to pay bills. You should have stayed with your mother. I don't know why you moved out. You should have stayed with your parents. You should have stayed with your brother or your sister and done half and half on bills. You shouldn't have gone by yourself. I don't know why you did. What are you trying to prove? You don't have to pay bills on your own. Be with your family. Make it easier on yourself. Stop making it hard. What are you trying to prove? That you could pay and be on your own? Nah. I just go half and half on things. I ain't never gonna... I don't care if I have my own place. I don't want my own place. I don't want to be alone. I grew up alone, I raised myself alone. Of course, my grandma was there and my mom was there, but I raised myself going on the streets and being with my friends from elementary. That's what I did, man. Anyway. Basically, the point is, for my kids, I'm their friend. And I'd be there to tell them at a young age. I tell them at a young age. First off, they know what porn is. I'm not going to be that type of, parent that's like, cover your eyes, a girl's in a bikini, or yada 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 yada. Like, look at that. Like, that's a dick. That's a pussy, and it goes in. One day my daughter's going to be getting dick. One day my son's going to be hopefully getting pussy. Hopefully. And, but if he ends up being gay, like, whatever. Fucking who knows. Or if my daughter if she ends up being a lesbian, I think that'd be really cool, just because I'd be like, oh, it's so amazing. It's so different, because I think it'd be cool to have, if she was a lesbian, it'd be cool to have, like, a daughter-in-law or something like that, than having a son-in-law. I don't know. I just don't know about that. But, I think it's cool to have, like, a daughter-in-law. Anyway. They could be whatever they want to be. But at the same time, I'm going to tell them at a young age and set them down and say, the world doesn't care for you. The world doesn't like you. It doesn't. The world owes you nothing, and you do not owe nothing to the world. I didn't ask to be born. I'm here. I'm a mouth breather. I'm taking up space. I'm just here for the ride. I'm just here to fuck around. That's it. I don't take life seriously, and you shouldn't take life seriously either. Life is a game. It's a mind game. Everything's in your head. Fuck the politics. Fuck the drama. The news and whatever has happening. Be yourself and have fun. Now don't go around killing people. Like, don't fucking do that shit. There's still laws. there's still laws. Don't fucking be like that. I don't know why people could taking somebody's life. I can't fucking fathom that. I really, really can't. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm a rebel. Not in front of my boss, not in front of people, but I think when I'm in my own room and when I speak out loud and when I say stuff on Facebook and shit, when I open my mouth, it ends up getting me in trouble. So, you know, I take it and I get angry at the littlest things. Someone telling me what to do, and then I just want to go outside and have like 5 cigarettes and fucking yell at the world and fucking hit something and, you know, hit and break my knuckles. I just want to do things, you know. But I take it and it builds up in me, and you know, I'm an emotional guy. You know, I'm a big teddy bear. I think that's the one thing that scares me is with a future girlfriend, or if anything. I know people, after watching this video, you'd be like, you're not going to ever get a girlfriend. The thing is with a girl, I don't plan on living to 30. I don't even know if I'm going to live up to 25. Because life is short, and have fun. I don't want to be an old ass guy. I don't, because I don't like this world and I don't like this generation. I personally think this generation is full of twats. I rather would have been born in the 50s and 60s and would have fucking did heroin in the 70s and meth. I rather would have done that and died in the 70s, or else die at an old age by this point. That's what I rather would have done than be in this time and age. YouTube and fucking technology, it's a fucking train wreck. All of it. I'd rather be dead by now. So, the world's getting more fucking bullshit every day, and I don't care if a world war starts. I really, it could begin. I don't have, well, again, you know, but right now I don't have kids, so why would I give a fuck? War could start. I don't have kids. Go ahead. But then again, if I had kids, we're all gonna die. So it happens, you know. So have fun taking your photos with your kids, and you know, oh, he's 5 weeks old, you know, documenting his life and shit. You tell your kids, you know, you teach your kids and you show them the way. But don't forget, when they're 18 and when they're old enough, they're going to stab you in the back and they're going to say, they're not going to listen to anything you said in life. They're not going to listen. They're going to be just like you when you were young. And just, I'm going to go out and drink. I'm going to go out. I don't want to be, don't be near me. You're embarrassing me, Mom. You're embarrassing me, Dad. That's how it's going to be. And I will gladly welcome that any day than my kids saying, I'm off to go study. I'm off to go to college. I'd rather have a fun this than some educated brat. You know, I want to have fun. You know, that's what I want. To want some smart ass student. I don't like school. I never will. You know, when I'm back in high school, I wanted to be known as the guy who would end education. And I realized when I drink and I get drunk, and my friend was going to college, I talk wisdom, man. When I'm drunk, I actually talk sense. I'm like, man, I'm so glad you're going to college. You're trying it, dude. You're fucking going for it. And, you know, go to this class or go to that class. You'll learn, you know, you'll learn this or you'll learn. And And then when I'm sober, I'm like, fuck school, dude. School's fucking bullshit. You're gonna fuck that. Leave school after the first semester. You know what I mean? So I think when I drink more and I'm drunk, I get more imagination and I get more wisdom. But, and the funny thing is, I've drinking a lot and I've fallen asleep. Like, I've drinking a lot of stuff in one night and I never wake up with a hangover. I never wake up with a fucking hangover. There should have been times when I wake up with a hangover and I never do. I never fucking do. I honestly think I'm immune to having hangovers. I really think I am. Because there's been times when I should have. I really should have. And I don't get them. I don't know if that's a thing, if you could be immune. But if I am, if you do ever get a hangover, the cure that I would do is I would open up a bottle of whiskey and start drinking it. That'll fix your hangover. Just kill it by numbing the pain. Very simple. I think I'd be a fun dad because I'm not going to be that protective. You know, I'm going to tell them how it is and say this world doesn't care for you. People are going to say, oh, you're doing fine. I don't want to look at your homework. I don't care about your homework. I don't like homework. I ain't going to look at your homework. If I didn't do my homework, then I ain't going to look at your homework and see if it's right. Who cares? I didn't go to college. I'm not going to say, you need to go to college. You represent this family. As long as you don't get arrested at a young age and you don't drift into being gangs and stuff like that, like, I'm going to keep a perimeter on you. But it's going to be a big perimeter. Like, I'll buy you this and I'll buy you that. And you're going to get a job at a young age and you're going to learn too. But life is short. You know, if you die young, you die young. You just got to do it. You know, it happens. Basically, the moral of the story is we all die. So do what you want to do and have fun with it. You know. So basically, that's the whole point. Manson, driving, porn directing, just young 18-year-olds. Young 18-year-olds doing porn. Anal, you know, BDSM, whips, chains. I was watching BDSM, you know, the whips, chains, and the gimp, and the ball gang. I was watching all that before Twilight was even a fucking book. Now, I think 50 Shades of Grey was based off the Twilight. The girl was inspired by that. Like, I was watching that shit before Twilight was a book. So, it just gives you kind of a range there. But there's something I was always in love with, you know, the whips, the chains, the yada 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 yada. And I don't know. I think it'd be cool for like 18-year-olds to do that. I don't know. I'm down for that. I'm just the director. That's all I am. I yell action. I'm holding the camera. I have a few of my crew. I pay the girl. I'm gonna use my friend as the guy, so he doesn't technically have to get. He gets paid in pussy. That's what he gets paid in. That's his payment. He doesn't need to get paid. This is just a hobby. It's not gonna be a full-time job, but it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have fun. Life is short, and it's not the Christian thing to do, and I know it's not. It's just something I want to do. I want to have fun. So yeah, it's starting to rain, and it's shit. Like it's literally, I fucking freezing my balls in here. So I'm gonna go freeze my balls and have a cigarette. Thank you guys very much. I know a lot of the things I said is gonna be triggering to a bunch of people. I think feminists can go suck a cock. I'm just saying. It's crazy how... What are these women fighting for exactly? Honestly, women could... If it's equality or whatever, they should be getting paid exactly the same that guys are. in certain aspects of certain things. I think it'll get better for a lot of the women over the years, but I do know about the whole sexual allegations and harassments, and it's crazy. All these allegations. Danny Matt, like people were, but whatever happened to prove until guilty? And honestly, I think to myself, with like Kevin Spacey and stuff like that, that's fucking crazy, man. It's honestly fucking horrible. But at the same time, I'm like, where's the proof? I could literally say, who's a good person? Trump touched me when I was 13, at a party in Washington, D.C. Okay. Trump impeached because he sexually harassed a kid at 13 or something like that. Where's the fucking proof? Where is it at? I know it's hard to prove shit like that. I know there, but still. Okay. Easy there, Tony Danza. Easy there. Anyway. No doubt Harvey Weinstein's a fucking pig and stuff like that, but not all guys are horrible. Don't get that wrong. And I think even with American Horror Story Cult, they've really pushed the whole thing about women and power and changing America. And women, like, stop talking about eliminating men. I mean, honestly, what if people back in the 50s, if they knew what was going on today, man? Oh my gosh, it's fucking horrible. I'd rather live like it was in the 50s. Coming home, honestly, I'd rather live coming home from work after a long day of work. My wife there with my food ready. She gets me my beer. I sit down, I eat my food. I have my white shirt on, my muscle shirt, drinking my beer. And my food better be ready by the time I get home. I eat my food, drink my beer, drink a few more beers, drink a 12-pack for all I know. And then I fuck my wife. And then I go to work the next day. Very simple. That's the way I wish life was back. The way it used to be. My wife could go out. She doesn't have to stay home and clean. She can go have a job if she wants. She doesn't have to stay, as long as dinner's ready at night. As long as it's ready. That's all I ask. Other than that, she can do whatever she wants. She can go play with her friends. She has her own life. But as long as dinner's ready by the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters. That's all I'm asking. I'll bring you the money. I'll buy you your things. I just want the fucking dinner ready. That's all I want. Is it that hard to ask? I'm not keeping her at the house like you're a fucking housewife. We'll clean together. I don't need you to fucking clean for me. We're a couple, we're a team. Anyway. I'll go ahead and see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And maybe I'll do more of these videos in the future. Who knows? Till next time. Bye-bye.